Welcome, fashion dolls. Welcome to the dollhouse. It is our 100th episode. It is Wednesday, March 4th, and we are back with award winning filmmaker, writer, actor. This man wears so many hats, and he is back for his second interview here with me in the dollhouse. And who better to share my 100th episode with than the one and only Tom Paolino? Welcome back, and it's such a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you, my dear. I am very glad to be here. I must tell you, I'm a big fan of yours. I'm a big fan. You're a huge inspiration, and thanks for having me back.
And it's such a pleasure to have you back. So, before we get into the project, which is bringing in so much buzz, shout outs to my brother K Tubes. Thank you. Hey, brother. Welcome if you're just coming in. Welcome to the dollhouse. Welcome, fashion dolls. I hope you all are doing as awesome as I am. Episode 1000. We made it, y'all. And shout outs to K Tubes for predicting to happen. Congratulations on your 1000th video. Yes. We made it. 1000 guests, 1000 videos. Thank y'all all so much for your unconditional love and supports. And I have something very special that I'm going to do at the end of the show, giving my thank yous and all of that. Thank y'all all so much. But how has 2026 been for you thus far?
Oh well, it's the year of the fire horse, Stevie, and we are galloping along the beach. As you say, my film's picking up a lot of buzz, so I'm very encouraged, very grateful, very optimistic. Um, it's really going well, thank God. How's your year going so far?
Amazing. I can't complain. This milestone here, last year, when we did our interview, I was on the road to 900 and I hit it last year and we're at 1000. So more amazing things to come. I can't complain. The magazine is doing wonderful. So shout outs to Mickey Solar at Original Magazine UK for giving me an incredible opportunity to be able to write about something that I truly love, which is fashion, which is style, which is glamour, which is all of these things. So a very special thank you to each and every one of you, and a very special thank you to another one of my colleagues, been tit for tat this and that, who also predicted that I would get here, and here we are. So more and more to come in this journey.
Amazing. I think it's I feel like I will have to stop and acknowledge you for 1,000 episodes. That's it's really important to stop and acknowledge that for me because it, you've persisted beyond the threshold. I'm sure there were trials and tribulations and moments of doubt and fear and trepidation, and yet you continued and you show up. You show up in excellence, and you don't give up. And I really want to stop and acknowledge that because the longer I live and the more I learn, the more I realize that, you know, persistence is really the key. It's really the key to everything good because gold is oftentimes right around the corner, and you have the strength and the spiritual muscle to to forge ahead no matter what, no matter what. And I salute you.
And my salute goes to you as well too on this remarkable project, which Film Threat wrote about. And I'm going to read a little bit of it. You guys, congratulations to you. You got an award for this project as well too. One of the good ones. I've seen you stand up and give your speech. You sent me footage of that. What was it like at that moment in your life when you received an award for something that you love doing, when you're recognized, when you're honored, the same way you just honored me and poured into me? How does it feel to be honored for your masterpiece?
Well, you know what? I was very shocked. I sat there in the audience as the awards were read off, and I had my team next to me, and I was really thinking about them and hoping that something good would come um, for myself, but also for them because I had people who had flown in from Buffalo, and the audience award was the last award given out, and I had sort of well resigned to the fact that we were not going to win an award, and then the final award was ours, and I was sort of caught off guard, honestly, but I just thanked I just shared from my heart. You can't go wrong sharing from your heart.
Absolutely. And it was passionate. You could tell all the love in the room, everybody applauding you and standing up and giving you all of your flowers, as everyone is doing here. Thank you all so much. Shout outs to my girl, Faith is the Substance, who I sat down with on her platform. So, a very special thank you. I did a post on Instagram. You guys can go and check it out. Style by Stevie underscore daytime. And I'm going to be giving my thank yous at the end of the show. So, I'm holding off when it's time to do the Women's History Month trivia because it is March is Women's History Month. So I wanted to have some fun. So thank you. Congrats on your 1,000th interview and episode. Thank you, Faith. You look stunning. Thank you. The inspiration, vintage Hollywood glam. So I'm gonna do like a mood board so you guys can see where the whole everything came. I was thinking more so Veronica Lake meets Marilyn Monroe. I wanted something elegant for today, for this momentum right here. And then tomorrow I might go back to just, plain old Miss Stevie. Of course, Miss Stevie is gonna be Miss Stevie, but just how I would normally. But this is over the top. Like this gown that I'm wearing is heavy. So I said only for fashion, only for fashion. But
Well, I'll tell you.
Tom,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what,
read
Stevie?
some.
I I have
Okay.
to piggyback on that because um you're doing something very important, actually. You're creating your own vibrations, and whether in your case perhaps putting on a gown raises the vibration within you. It's
Mm,
all about what's inside. I think a lot of people don't get this, but you clearly do. And putting on a gown changes your vibration in the direction that you want it to go. And I think it's really exemplary. Actually, I do the same thing, and I know. Um, it's to be honest, it started with making my bed. If you want to know the truth, there was a time when a man came in and to a room I was in, and he said, "I've just started making my bed," and he was engaged to be married, and that's a goal of one of my goals. And I thought there's something about the self respect of making your bed and realizing your personal goals, uh, and and that's what comes to mind. So whether it's putting on a gown or making your bed or whatever it may be, like I'm all about writing the story of my own life today, and I know you are too. So it's so great to make this reconnection with you.
And telling the story, speaking of telling the story, Film Threat wrote about your masterpiece. By the time one of the good ones reaches the end game, is grimy, straight ahead corruption story where the question isn't whether the system is dirty. The real quandary is it what does it cost the one guy trying to scrub it clean? So
Mm,
this is a political theater. I think with the climate that we're in right now, a lot of
mm.
people can take away from this project. Shout outs to Film Threat and Rotten Tomatoes. You can be streamed right here on YouTube. So you guys, one of the good ones, and it is a powerful film. And I can remember when you came on the first time
Mm,
last year in 2025, and you promoting the project. You said it was going to be something that I think that would draw a lot of attention. So if you
mm.
guys like shows like House of Cards, if you like shows like Scandal, how the game can be dirty. So, what else is something that people can take away from this project, this masterpiece? Now, I'm not going to say a film because it's a masterpiece. The trailer, everything, you did an outstanding job on it, Tom. And I just wanted to give you your flowers on that because we, in these times, for all of us, for my fashion dolls, I call them my fashion dolls, for my short stack family, my fashion dolls, for everybody here watching, we love film. We love music as well too. And we look at television and we put ourselves in the scenarios of the characters as well. You know, whether it may be the lawyer in the film or whatever character people can resonate with the most. What is something that people can take away from this masterpiece?
Well, I appreciate the flowers, TV. I think the most important thing that I'm saying in this is that promises matter. That when you make a promise to someone, that matters. And not just in your neighborhood, it matters all over the world because there is a thing called the butterfly effect. And when, for example, a father makes a promise to a child in New York City
Mm,
and keeps that promise, that energy is felt all over the world, all over the world. So I think we are in a position where our world can recover. And the way to recover is to keep your promises, all of them. That's what I think. And I really think we're in a crisis of hope right now, but there is a solution. And the solution starts with individuals keeping their word to each other.
absolutely. And what else I love about one of the good ones of that is that it talks about the battle of good versus evil. And I know in a time like this, all of us, we're having to find the balance between what is good, what is evil, where do I go, what direction, all of this and so much more. Everyone's trying to find their way. So, has it been difficult? What have been some of the responses from everyone talking about this masterpiece?
Stevie, people love the movie. You go out there, you raise a bunch of money, you put a team together. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it could be disaster. But in this case, we are very fortunate that um, it's come together in a way that is resonating with audiences, with critics. Um, it's a miracle, really, to finish a film. Never mind for it to resonate the way that one of the good ones does. And I mean, I knew I was onto something. I knew that we had never seen an internal affairs division in the legal space. We've seen um, internal affairs divisions in the police precincts, where the internal affairs division is investigating corruption in a police department. But we've never seen that in a legal space. And everybody has to deal with a lawyer at some point. So it just a confluence of factors that are working in our favor. The wind really is behind us on this. And uh, I'm just riding the wave. I mean, the people in Buffalo are so sweet, and my cast and crew are such angels, and to see everyone be getting some acknowledgement for their talent, their commitment, their sacrifice, their hard work is a dream come true. Really, um, it's a dream come true. So I just say follow your dreams. If you have something that you believe in, I really believe in one of the good ones. I believe that there's something there to give to other people. This is not about receiving. I mean, of course I like being on the red carpet and the awards, and of course, who doesn't? But at the end of the day, this movie could have been hated, and I would have still felt like I gave something that I believe is of value. I am standing behind. So, in a sense, the outcome isn't the main thing, right? The main thing is the action that I took to share what I think is important with the world. And great, if people happen to like it, that's just icing on the cake.
And not only that, but it's personable. It's personable because we find ourselves in the character, whether it may be Dean, whether it may be any of the other characters in the film, we find ourselves aligning with the character in some sort of way, and we put ourselves in that position. And I've sat down with so many actors here on this platform. You already know, and all of you already know it. But I ask them, I tell them this: I say, you're putting on that character's shoes, and you're having to carry that character's cross. and figure out like what is it about this person that makes them so unique that people can resonate with them. You have the protagonist and you have the antagonist, and sometimes we
Mm,
find ourselves, of course, going for the antagonist, but I mean, for the protagonist, but we find ourselves sometimes going against the antagonist, but the antagonist has a story as well too. Everybody in the film has their story, and it's just like we're sitting here as the viewers, we're foreshadowing like what's going to happen next, and which
hmm.
is going to be our next part of the conversation. To add on to one of the good ones, could there be more in the story? Will there be a sequel? Because I'm pretty sure everyone is asking.
Yeah, so one of the good ones is based on book one of a four-book series. Book two is called Personal Injuries. We've already got a personal injury script that Vincent Scarcella wrote, and yeah, we're going to roll right into it. Dean Alessi, the character I play, and Stu Foley, the character that Roderick Garr plays. People want to see these guys come back, and we'll be doing just that with Personal Injuries.
So, y'all, there you have it. For anyone who's wondering if there's a sequel, you guys can check out the film right here on YouTube. It is called One of the Good Ones, and there will be a sequel, and the sequel is titled Personal Injuries. And I'm going to bring Tom back. I'm going to bring all of my guests back this spring as the months are starting to warm up because we're just coming out of the funk of the winter months. The weather has been tricky lately, so I'm definitely going to bring Tom back to talk about that project as well too once his shot was complete. So we're going to set that up. The next chapter, we're in 2026 now. You've got an amazing film project. Everyone is raving about this project. There's going to be a sequel. What else can you add to your repertoire of 2026 and beyond? Because I put more on my vision board and I know that there's going to be more in your story. So, what else are you looking forward to in 2026?
Well, I'm playing Sigmund Freud in a play.
Yes, so you guys stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. It is more to come in the future with Tom Paolino. Now, of course, the project is out. You guys, I'm frozen. Am I frozen, y'all? Let me know.
Your your image is frozen. Oh, now you're back.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you. YouTube will sometimes kind of glitch. I don't know what has been going on, but I've went in other people's lives in their streams and they've been having the same issue. So we apologize for the technical issues. I'm good now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give me some green hearts if you guys are feeling the love in here for episode 1000, y'all. I can't believe it. K2 called me earlier and I didn't get a chance to get to his call. I've been ripping and running, trying to make sure that everything is set for today, that it would be perfect, and it is. It's like a fairy tale. It's like a dream come true. So again, thank you all for your unconditional love and support. And I'm going to go through one by one closer towards the end of the show. And I'm going to thank you guys. I did it on Instagram and I'm going to do it live so you guys can hear it. So, yes, I'm going to go through each and every one of you. That'll be in a few. But since we have Tom here, you guys know that March is International. And I told Tom that we were going to be doing some trivia. So you
Hmm.
guys at home in the comments, Fashion Dolls, and the replay will be up so you guys can go back and watch episode 1000. You can find out about these amazing women also as well too. And it is multiple choice. So sound off. We're about to get into that, and then we're going to get into some goals of things that Tom would like to complete, and then I'll do my special thank yous closer towards the end. All right, Fashion
All
Dolls.
right.
So let's get into Women's History Month trivia. Okay, here's the first maestro. She's a maestro. She's amazing, and I love her. And my dress is almost like something she would wear. She is an artist. And here's the first question: which artist was known for her self portraits and depiction of Mexican folk culture.
Frida
And
Kahlo.
here are your choices. You've got it. Boom. It's Frida Kahlo. You guys already knew from the brows, and then she was synonymous for using a lot of color. She loved a lot of color. Um,
Hmm.
her and Georgia O'Keeffe. Georgia O'Keeffe is one of my favorite artists as well too. Georgia O'Keeffe was known for these beautiful, big, bright, bold flowers. Another reason why I wore what I wore today. So inspiration comes from anything. All right,
Yeah.
here is the second one. Okay. Which disability and women's rights activist was known for being the first deaf and blind person to write a book and earn a bachelor's degree?
Is this multiple choice?
Yes. And your choices are Elizabeth Ware Packard, Judith Heumann, or Helen Keller.
Helen Keller.
That's it. You got it. You got it. Okay. Here is the next one. Which activist co founded and presided over the National Women's Suffrage Association? And here are your choices: Ann D. Gordon, Susan B. Anthony, or Lucretia Mott.
Susan B. Anthony.
That's it. That's correct. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, this is a no brainer. Which singer won the Grammy Awards for Best Album of the Year most often three times? Adele, Taylor Swift, or Lauryn Hill?
Lauren Hill, I think.
It's Taylor Swift.
Oh
It's
my
Taylor
gosh.
Swift three times. Yes. For
Okay.
all of my Swifties out there. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Fashion dolls. Oh, who was the first woman to co-anchor a news show? Here are your choices: Marlene Sanders, Barbara Walters, or Susan Stamberg.
I'm gonna go with Susan.
Susan Stamberg, or it could be Barbara Walters, because these women were both shattering glass ceilings. So we'll give Tom a point on that. We're gonna give it to Tom. Okay, Gothic novel lovers out there. Who wrote the classic Gothic novel Frankenstein, which is a classic?
Mary Shelley.
And here, you got it, Mary Shelley. All right, here's another. Let's see. Which U.S. First Lady is known for being the first to take responsibilities beyond hosting and entertaining in the White House? And here are your choices: Eleanor Roosevelt, Jackie Kennedy, or Rosalind Carter.
Jackie Kennedy.
Yes, we'll give it. All right. Okay. Who was the first Chinese American movie star in Hollywood? And here's your choices: Anna May Wong, Michelle Yeoh, or Rosalind Chow.
Oh, I don't know that one. I don't think it's Michelle because she's more recent. So it's one of the other two, and I don't know. I'll go with A.
Anna May Wong is correct. Yes, yes, yes. And someone needs to do a story about her life. So we need to make sure that we're telling these stories out here. Okay, who was the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And here's your choices. We've got Ella Fitzgerald, the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, or Joni Mitchell.
Um, Aretha Franklin.
That's correct. That's correct. All right, Tom is on a roll. Who was the first female justice on the United States Supreme Court? You
Sandra Day
have
O'Connor.
the first choice. That is correct. Sandra Day O'Connor. Okay. Which scientist's contribution led to the discovery of the structure of DNA?
Ooh.
And here's your choices: Lisa Meitner, Rachel Carson, or Rosalind Franklin.
Rosalind Franklin.
That is correct. Rosalind Franklin. Which mathematician was known as the human computer and helped calculate trajectories for the first man in space?
I don't know.
And there was a film, they did a film based on this. The film is called Hidden Figures, and it was Taraji P. Henson, it was Janelle Monáe, and it was Octavia Spencer. And here's your choices: Kitty O'Brien Joyner, Sally Ride, or Katherine Johnson. Oh, am I back, y'all? Can y'all see me? Okay, YouTube is acting up again. How about now? Let me move around a little. Okay, hopefully my picture should come back in soon. Can y'all see me now? All right, perfect. Okay, yes, I'm gonna read the choices again. Kitty O'Brien Joyner, Sally Ride, or Katherine Johnson.
I'm going to go with Tit Tat Sat.
Is Katherine Johnson. Hidden Figures, Katherine
Oh,
Johnson, and Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, Janelle Monáe. Great film. You guys have to go and check it out in your downtime. And speaking of pilots and calculations and things, which of the following pilots was the first female pilot to operate a transatlantic flight in 1932? All right, here's your
Amelia
choices.
Earhart.
That is correct. Yes. Okay. Who is known as the founder of modern nursing and helped further Army medical?
Florence Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale, that is correct. Yes. Who was the first
Okay.
African American woman and Native American woman to hold a pilot license?
Oh,
Here's your choices: Mary McLeod, Bessie Coleman, or Barbara Smith. It's Bessie Coleman. Bessie Coleman.
okay. All right.
Okay, science, since we're in the category or realm of science. Albert said, don't listen to me. Which scientist was the first woman to receive a Nobel Prize and first person to receive two Nobel Prizes? You
What are
have
the
May
choices?
Britt Moses, uh, Gertie Corey, Marie Curie, May Britt Moses.
Marie Curie.
That's correct. Marie Curie. Yes, 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 yes. And that is all for our Women's History Month trivia fashion dolls. And yes, we're going to
Oh,
give Tom a 10 out of 10 for each and every one of them. That's easy in this common things. You guys already knew it. And Alvin, shame on you. T for T. Oh my goodness. So, so much fun. And I'm going to be doing more of these because you guys have been requesting that I do more trivia. And it's a learning experience for each and every one of us because I know a lot of us are having to tap back into our brains and go back to school on certain things. We forget them. So I always try to brush up on everything history wise. So
that
goals.
was fun.
Let's talk goals about that. Uh, Tom, for 2026, we talked about calculations and things. Uh,
Yeah.
2026, what are some of the things that you wish to complete in this year? Because I know you said there's going to be a sequel to one of the good ones and
Hmm.
other things beyond, more writing. And it is award show season. So we're going to see a lot of press throughout this week. The Oscars will be here before you know it, and so much more. So, what else are you looking forward to in this year?
My goal, my personal goal, Stevie, is I was reading some spiritual literature this morning, and it said when you're triggered, stop, look, and
Mm,
listen, and that is so
okay.
that life doesn't play you. I want to play life. I don't want to be played by my emotions or circumstances, etc. I really want to. When I'm upset, I want to stop, look, and listen. That's really, if I can just do that, everything else will take care of itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it'll all fall in line. Like we go about planning our lives, our futures, our goals, our dreams, things that we want to complete. And my mom was like, "Why you got to do it so early?" Even for appointments, I don't care if it's a doctor's appointment, whatever it is. She's like, "Why you got to plan ahead so early and put it down in the book?" I'm like, "I like to be ahead of the curveball." And one of my guests even said that to me that I interviewed just this year. He said that I see you like to think ahead. I see you like to prepare ahead. I said I've always been one. And shout outs to my brother King Jives. He made it said something funny to me. He said, sister, why you got to plan your shows so early in advance? I said, I like to be ahead of everything. I like everything to run smoothly. And then if something comes up, I know how to navigate around it and plan, reschedule or whatever. So it's all about finding that balance. And I think that 2026 and beyond for each and every one of us is about finding balance, finding things that totally work for you. And K2 said he loves your energy.
I appreciate that, Kay.
Yes. Shout outs to my brother K Tubes. Yeah, the big thank you time in a minute. I'm not getting to that. I'm gonna hold off till later because there's so many of you to go through individually. And thank you all because you guys have been on the ride and on the journey with me to 1,000 interviews. So thank each and every one of you for coming in. And then it's finally happened. And then it's gonna go up and up and up and up and up. So I'm looking forward to it. It's all gas, no breaks. But sometimes I have to take breaks. But in order for me to get to this journey, I've had to take breaks because it has become overwhelming. You're doing it 5 days a week, and then you still have to make sure that you're taking time for yourself and then family time. So that's where balance all comes in. And we talk about everything aligning the way it should be in purpose. I
Mm.
like to create vision boards. And yes, I sure do. I sure do because it is a lot hosting this platform, and then Kate Toops can attest to it. Taking care of my mom, making sure that my mom is good and she has everything that she needs, making sure that she's at her appointments. I literally have to be secretary. I have to be her organizer, making sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. If she's going to her appointment, that she has everything along with her. You know, everything. I have to make sure that and I do fall asleep on the panel. So those are things that I definitely don't miss at all. I don't miss them at all. I really don't. I you know, hosting a talk show it takes a lot out of you. But for this it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Like I'm at a point in my life where I've learned to balance out everything. I've learned to balance it all out. And it all together the way it should be. So I'm
Mm.
thankful for that. But speaking of thanks, now thank you, our fashion dolls. I want to say thank you to K Tooks. K Tooks has been a rock. We spoke on the phone yesterday. Um, and K Tooks was just giving me encouraging words like, sister, you got this. Don't be nervous. And I was a wreck before I came on with Tom. I'm like, I want everything to be perfect, just perfect. When you are an artist and you are a perfectionist, you like everything to be in perfect detail. Out and will pick up the phone in a heartbeat and call me like, okay, sis, you good? Is everything okay? You know,
Mm.
everything. Will text, will check. Another would be Alvin tit for tat, this and that. Whenever we need to vent, whenever we need to go to a place, and we do, we go to Alvin's platform. Alvin has been an amazing support system.
Mm.
For humor, I go to my other two colleagues as well too. They make you laugh, and that's Conscience TV, and that is Bubs the God. So a very special thank you to both of them for just pouring
into me and allowing me to come into their spaces and just welcoming me. All of you for welcoming me into your space and just showering me with so much love and affection. My girl, Faith is the Substance, who came in here a few minutes ago. Um, I want to say to Faith, thank you for it. It's what Tom said. Tom said that I was an inspiration to so many people, and I didn't even know the people that I was impacting. But when I sat down with Faith, she said, Miss Stevie, you have been the blueprint for me. You have been Bubs called me a trailblazer. And I'm like,
Mm.
I really don't see it. I'm like, I'm only 32 years old. I still have a lot more to go through in this business and to understand, well, 10 years plus, I would that's definitely trailblazer status. So hi Chef Sky. Another person I'd like to thank, Chef Sky. I'm going through list by list and thanking you guys individually so much all the love and unconditional support that you've given me through every single interview. Every single interview. You guys have shown up, you have shown out, y'all have, whether it's on your way to work, whether it's on your way to school, kids off, picking them up, whatever. You have watched me consistently on your phones, on your laptops. You tune in. You chat with the guests. You talk with the guests and ask them questions, and just the interaction. Um, she poured into me in that interview, and it was amazing for her to be able to, if you're a creator, if you are an influencer, if you're a host of a platform, you know what it's like. You're like, everybody has their own space, and you're just like, sometimes I don't want to share it with nobody, but she gave me a space to come and share my story. And for that, I will forever be thankful. The same for Bubs the God. Bubs the God is like, I feel safe and comfortable. He said I was very intelligent, and I do a lot of studying. I do a lot of reading and writing, and being in this business, you have to understand how the business works. Four hands, like the front and the back of your hand. I'm telling you, you guys know this. Um, Another person I'm thankful for, spoken words, uh, Dante, who did the beautiful AI artwork for the single. He dedicated a whole single to me called Fashion Dolls, because you guys know I call you guys the Fashion Dolls. And the cover artwork is absolutely stunning. The It's like a Barbie doll. I have to show it to you guys so you guys can see it. But a very special thank you also to another special person, the person that's sitting over here to my right. That will be Tom Paolino. Tom just coming into a space and all allowing all of us as creativity, as creatives, to merge together, whether it may be through filmmaking, whether it may be through creating, whether it may be through writing. You were, did I freeze you guys?
Yeah.
Can y'all can I see can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm looking for the artwork that Spoken Words did for me. Here it is, Fashion Dolls, and you guys can go and check out the single. Yes, yes, yes. You guys have seen it. Um, the single is out, and you guys can head on over and check out the Spoken Words.
Oh.
That is me, y'all. He took one of my photos and created it in my likeness. I said, oh my God, you took one of my photos and you created it. I was like, what are you going to do with it? So he took it and he made that. So you guys can go and check the single out. Um, Beautiful artwork. He made it come to life. He made it come to fruition. Um, uh, who else am I missing? I thanked everybody. Queen Spicy, Kimani, my mentor, Miss Melody, my cousin. Uh, Here you have it, Fashion Dolls. My cousin, who is co-owner of Style by Stevie, she is coming on the show next week. My blood family relative, my cousin Sherry, who is one of the co-owners here at Style by Stevie, she's coming on. I have a team of amazing women behind me. Um, if it wasn't for this woman, though, my mother, you guys wouldn't have a Style by Stevie. So my mother created an outstanding woman. She knew what she was doing when she made me, and I came the third born out brothers and two sisters. So each and every one of us, a pretty big family, we all have our own personality. But I said, it's got to be something different. Everybody had a field where they wanted to go. My brother chose to go in his direction, my sister chose hers, and my other brothers chose theirs. Me, I chose the entertainment business. I chose the fashion and beauty world because that was something that I love to do. Um, so I'm thankful for my mom for bringing me into this world and allowing me. There are days when I'm like, should I even be here? What's my purpose? You sit back and you kind of question those things.
Yeah.
In your career, it's like, what is my purpose? What? So my mom for sure. My Sherry, who's coming on next week on the 13th. Another person, the woman who's responsible for the glam, y'all, Melanie Bridgers, is responsible. She's been with me since the beginning, since 2016 when I first started. And every single look, hair, makeup, all collides together because of her. So a very special thank you to Melanie and Alamai Bridgers. Those are the three most important women behind me. So give my hats off and flowers to them as well too. Another thank you to my brother King Jobs, the Mario King Jobs. Um, Amazing platform. Another thank you to Miss Melody XOXO, my mentor. Another thank you to everybody, my girl Rashida Randall. Another thank you to Malik Frazier. Another thank you to Mickey, Original Magazine UK, for giving a woman of color, myself, a chance. A little old woman of color from South Carolina, an opportunity, a chance to be able to write about something that I love, which is fashion. So, I mean, it's going to be more and more to come. I think Tom froze Fashion Dolls. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, I think it dropped Tom, or I don't know. But I want you all to continue to pour into each other. Continue to pour into each other. Wait a minute. I think we're getting Tom back. There we are. There we are. We're back. It dropped for a minute. Yes, yes, yes. No, it's okay. I was just giving everybody the thanks. Yeah, those three amazing women, my mother, my cousin Sherry, and my beauty contributor, and amazing dear friend, Melanie Nalamai Bridges. Without her, you guys wouldn't be responsible for, I mean, you guys wouldn't be able to see the glam and the beauty that she helps me out with on a consistent day-to-day basis. Another special thank you to Tony Holly. Another special thank you to Chrissy Williams, who texts me, one of my love bugs, my dear love bugs, who texts to check to make sure that I'm good. Real life reality TV, always sending me posts, always pouring into me and loving on me. I love y'all too, K2s. Another special thank you goes to the Fashion Dolls because without y'all, I would not be here. I see y'all will go and windmill in these comments. Chef Ladybug and Auntie Trish and everybody else. Another special thank you to y'all. They will get in those comments and they will windmill. Deshaun is another one too. So another very special thank you to Harold and Deshaun. Deshaun Stallings, Harold Cordero. Another special thank you to Kimani Sway. Um, Another special thank you to uh, oh my God, it's so many of y'all. Scotty by Nature, all of y'all have all poured into me and showed me so love. There are some times when I feel left out and alone, but with y'all, my tribe, as Tom said, the village that you have around you, your tribe. When you have a village and a tribe around you of people who love and genuinely care for you, who admire you, it feels good all over. A very special thank you to one of the women who's inspired me, T.S. Madison. Another thank you to my girl Hope Giselle. Another special thank you to Keith Boykin, and so many others. Y'all, thank y'all all so much for your love, for your unconditional support. Um, Without you, I would not be here if it wasn't for you guys giving me encouragement that everything is going to be okay. Everything is all going to fall aligned together. So thank you all. Did I forget anybody else? I wanted to go through and take the time to make sure that I do that so nobody feels as though, no, she didn't say it verbally. I did the post so you guys can see it, but I wanted to say it by mouth. And I think that's about it. I think it just about got everybody. Um, Naptown. Couldn't forget Naptown. A very special thank you to Naptown. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then I his name's Stevie, and this is my little cat, Stevie, and she's a beautiful little queen. And here she is, Stevie Nicks. And this Stevie right there.
Oh, oh, with those beautiful piercing eyes. Oh, yes.
So my movie it is coming out on Saturday, and um and look for it on Prime Video this month. They tell us it's going to be there Saturday. I'm I won't know for sure until I log into Prime Video on Saturday morning at 12:01 a.m. But YouTube, Google Play after that. But it's such a treat to see you always, Stevie, and I really appreciate you having me back on, and I'm whenever I see you pop up on my feed, I think, wow, that's that's my that's my person. You know, that's my
You too. And it was such a pleasure having you back. So thank you all, Fashion Dolls, and let everyone know where they can follow you, Tom. Because I think I just about did all my thank yous to everybody. All right. The film is titled One of the Good Ones. Make sure y'all go and check it out. Also, make sure that you be on the lookout for the sequel as well, too. Fashion Dolls Personal Injuries. So stay on the lookout for that. Make sure you're following Tom. And I'm going to bring Tom back on the show. As always, it's amazing to see you again and to celebrate such a huge milestone with you and your milestone of this incredible masterpiece as well too. So thank you so much, Tom, for such an amazing conversation today, and I hope you all enjoyed it. You too, and thank you so much. So much. Fashion Dolls, thank you all for tuning in for my 100th episode. We did it, y'all. We finally made the goal. K Tooks predicted it, so y'all go and show my brother K Tooks some love. Support the K Tooks spot. He predicted it. He said by March you're going to hit that 100th episode, and it happened with Tom Paolino, someone I admire a lot. So thank you all so much for your love, your support. I'm at a loss for words. I'm ecstatic. I'm going to go and celebrate this
good.
milestone. It's etched in history here on my channel. You guys subscribe to Style by Stevie Daytime and make sure you go and check out One of the Good Ones by Tom Paolino out. Fashion Dolls. Definitely go and check it out and support. Great film, great project. I love you all. And tomorrow, Fashion Dolls, joining me, we have Jordan Washington. And we're going to do more Women's History Month trivia all throughout the month of March. I love you all, and you guys take care. And be gentle to yourself. I will see y'all tomorrow, and thank y'all so much. I can't stop saying it enough, but thank y'all. This really means a lot. Thank you all. And Tom, thank you. This was such a great conversation and catching up with you. Yes, you too.